Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to today's SLP update and boom, we started March and there is this some sort of just a candle on the monthly that doesn't mean anything, okay? It just tells us that the buyers were actually a little bit strong. Almost 70% of the buyers were actually interested to push the price to the upside, but there is something very good about it, about the SLP as well, and not necessarily that you're going to see SLP start to move to the downside, because by the end of the day you broke out of this long boring trend line downtrend right there, and you broke out of it, and the good thing is you came back and you're holding and you're above it. So that's very positive. It's called as a bullish breakout. Okay, that's known as a bullish breakout. And the question still remains, we've seen some good pumps with Bitcoin as well, but we're still stuck in a symmetrical triangle again with SLP, and an apex is coming by 3rd of March after 2 days. Again here we're gonna see if SLP is interested to go down to the 17, and I do think that SLP has to go a little bit down to this 17, and that's not a bad thing, because you might be putting a double bottom just like that, and then from here start to pick to the upside. That would be amazing. I wouldn't mind actually SLP coming down. It would even offer a very good entry point, because look at this. If you do come down, lose the symmetrical triangle, you go back to where you formed the triangle at the 17. Number one, you're gonna make one bottom, second bottom, and you're also respecting that trend line. So I don't think anything is negative about it, regardless that you don't start to lose 166. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this line. If you lose that right there, which is gonna be 164, and also number two is fall inside the yellow line, two conditions has to be completed. This one condition, that you go under the 16 164, and you lose the trend line as well. At this point of time, it's okay, it's positive, it's good. The symmetrical triangle is coming with a decision by 3rd of March. We're going to see how the prices are going to be behaving. There is a compression, up down up down up down, potentially like this, go down. But just because I'm saying down doesn't mean it's going to go down, because these things can start to go to the upside as well, because symmetrical triangles are meant to be like this, or they're meant to be like that. That's just how it is. They're not bullish, they're not bearish, they're just like, let's say, decision making pattern, nothing else than that. So that's it for the SLP at this point of time. I don't see anything else to talk about with the SLP. We saw some sort of a descending triangle. Actually, let me see, this one, was this a descending triangle? Potentially right there, yes, that was almost a descending triangle, which we broke out of, and I guess we met the technical target here at the 18. That is done, that has played out. Let's just remove this one, that's ridiculous. Anyway, but I do want to see SLP doing something cool and go down, make a double bottom potentially. It would offer a nice good entry point right there. So one thing I'm gonna say about it, you're gonna have to wait for this weekly closing as well. This weekly right here, you have to wait for it. Now the good thing is you have a spinning top right there. Okay, so when you see a spinning top after a red candle, that means that potentially the market direction is going to reverse to the upside. Now this is on a weekly time frame. It's going to take 14 21 days, like a month, and the higher time frames are actually good. So at this point of time, so far so good, it's okay. There is positivity about SLP. I'm not gonna say it's gonna dump. If anyone tells you it's gonna dump, I don't think so. And let's say SLP does come down to the 17, okay? You might consider taking an entry at the 17 and put a big tight stop loss at the 164. And if you do enter the 17 and you put a little stop loss right at the 164, you're just gonna lose like 3%, okay? But imagine the rewards that you might get. You can even get 100% increase in prices for SLP. Again, you might see this thing go up in March just a little bit, and shock people. And because the way it moved this time was actually interesting. It was really, it really got my attention that okay, SLP is actually doing it finally. You broke out of it, and look, right now it's really holding good on its own. It's moving sideways. It's not even dumping the way it used to dump, like the way it used to do here, the way it used to do there. It's not doing that anymore. It's kind of like the way here you move sideways and then you made one big pump. Right now it could move sideways, make one big pump, and then after that we don't know if it's going to continue like that or just come down after making that pump. So anyway, 3rd of March we're going to see what happens. Are you going to break out of that symmetrical triangle to the upside or downside? We're going to get the answers before that. And that's it for SLP update. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.